and Arkansas Senator Tom Cotton. Great to see both of you, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Jamie.
Great to be on with you.
What a busy day on the Hill. I know that both of you participated in not only reviewing this deal, but in the news of certain potential side deals. Congressman Pompeo, tell me first what you learned from Secretary of State Kerry about what he knows about these deals or has reviewed.
So Senator Cotton and I had traveled to Vienna last week, and we learned of these secret side deals. And we had a chance yesterday. I personally asked Secretary Kerry if he had read what was in those two side deals, and he confirmed that he had not read what was in the deal. So now we can say with absolute certainty that there's no American official that has actually seen the full terms of the agreement that this president has signed off on. They're asking Congress to vote for a deal that we can't even see, and the American people will not have a chance to see either.
And Senator Cotton, why isn't the White House releasing that information?
It's a bit of a mystery, Jamie, because these are not small technical details. This is not a question of process. This goes to the heart of the agreement. It goes to Iran's past military work in their nuclear program and what they've done at the Parchin military site, where we believe they tested nuclear detonators. To give you a sense of how controversial these two issues were, it went up to the very last hour, just a few days before the overall agreement was announced, that the IAEA made these side agreements with Iran. So if Congress doesn't obtain the text of these agreements, I don't see how Congress could vote on this deal. I don't see how any Democrat or Republican could say that this is going to be an effective inspections and verification regime.
It's a 159-page agreement from what I understand, Congressman Pompeo. Why would there be the need for side deals, especially secret ones?
Jamie, that's a fantastic question. Senator Cotton's got it right. These side deals are about central issues. The administration has said that these are just administrative. They're about technical issues. But that can't possibly be the case. These were hard-fought negotiations. And if it's simply administrative, if this is just about the color of the buses that the inspectors will drive in on, for goodness sakes, why can't they be released? Why would the Iranians, why would the Ayatollah demand that these documents be kept secret?
Are they going to stay secret, Senator?
Well, I certainly hope they want, and Congressman Pompeo and I and many others will be doing everything we can to insist the administration obtain and provide us these documents. In fact, the 60-day clock under which the administration claims to be operating right now really shouldn't have begun to run yet. And until they provide us these documents, that clock won't begin to run, which means the president will not be able to lift sanctions or proceed with his agreement. So they have a strong incentive to actually follow U.S. law here, regardless of the commitments they made in the past to the IAEA.
It's amazing that it's just coming to light now, and I appreciate you both being here personally because you almost have to hear it to believe it. I want to ask you about something else because national security is as important, certainly, as foreign affairs, and Iran does pose a threat. But the head of the FBI is saying that ISIS is a bigger threat to the U.S. than al-Qaeda. Let's listen to this.
The threat that ISIL poses to the United States is very different in kind, in type, in degree than al-Qaeda. ISIL is not your parents' al-Qaeda. It's a very different model. And by virtue of that model, it's currently the threat that we're worrying about in the homeland most of all.
Congressman Pompeo, you have Russia. I understand there were some flights over the U.S. and U.S. airspace. You have Iran, as we talked about. What's really the threat, the biggest threat that we have to worry about? Does the director have it right?
Well, Jamie, I'm at least glad that the administration no longer believes that ISIS is the junior varsity al-Qaeda and that they're beginning to take this issue seriously. It is difficult to rank order these threats that have arisen under the Obama administration, whether it's the Russians, whether it's the Iranians, whether it's ISIS, whether it's al-Qaeda. The list is long, and every one of these situations has gotten more dangerous for the American people since this president has taken office.
Senator Cotton, I'm not going to really put you on the spot, but you have Donald Trump, who's a presidential candidate down at the border, and you have other Republican candidates in various cities talking to people about various issues, Iowa, New Hampshire. Does anyone strike you as being able to handle this many foreign threats if they were to be president?
Well, Jamie, the issues you've already cited, the Islamic State, Iran, Russia is a murderer's row of threats to national security. And obviously we have a lot of candidates on our side running. I think almost any one of those candidates would handle these better than Barack Obama, or maybe more important, handle them better than Hillary Clinton, who is the author of the Obama-Clinton foreign policy.
All right, Congressman Pompeo and Senator Cotton, I'm really grateful for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you.